All right, guys. Good morning to everybody. This is KEL once again. Today is the 13th of November. Oops. Okay, hold on. 13th November. Crazy Global Market Talk with KEL. Crazy anytime, anywhere. All right, guys. We're going to talk about the market very shortly. But before that itself, do understand this. You have to do your risk management before engaging in any trading, right? I think this is a minimum criteria for any trader who wants to be successful. You need to have stop loss. You need to have position from long to short, short to long, because trading in a market is dynamic. Unless you're like investor like Warren Buffett, you buy shares and you don't sell. If you are trading, there's time to buy, you buy, time to sell, you sell. Yeah. Okay, that is going to be a very important aspect here. Okay. All right, let's look at the news for today. No, this is not the one. Hold on a minute. Oh, here's the one. Sorry. Okay. All right. So the Dow Jones again has closed above the 48,000 level, and we do have an expectation that there is going to be the end of the government shutdown in the near term, because already a month has passed and everybody's kind of getting worried, and of course people are giving in to the condition that they have to do. But again, when you do that, it's not going to be helpful in the long run. All right. So the Senate has passed a spending bill that has moved to the House of Representatives for a final vote. And we do note that the chamber will vote at about 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So traders, please be careful on this. I believe that once they vote, it will likely go through, and this is going to be profitable for the market. But of course, it depends on how the bill is being done. And of course, if it's not going to be good, the market may have a knee-jerk effect by pushing up first and then come back down. Right, all clear on this? If you're clear, please press number 1 right now. So what time is Eastern time? Let's just see, okay? Let me just bring it in. You can see that. All right, so just to be very sure, I'm not, okay. It's going to key in for Singapore. It's about 8 a.m. tomorrow. 8 a.m. today. Yeah, that means it should be now, right? Or have they come out the thing? That's when the market push up. Oh, wait a minute. Let me just double sure on this, because it should be now. Yeah, Wednesday is today, so it should be have came out the result. Am I wrong on this? Okay, let me just double check. House, U.S. government shutdown. Let's see. Oh, okay, okay. Yes, passed to end the historic. That's why the market should higher. Okay, that makes sense. That's why gold came down. Yeah. So the House has passed a bill to end the historic government shutdown, sending measures to Trump. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. I'll read it before I come back to you. Okay. All right. So we have ended. All right, we have ended. Okay, so all is good right now. So yesterday we saw Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, American Express all did pretty good numbers. It seems that they just buying across all the blue chips, so just hold up the market. So it was done on purpose. And when you do something on purpose like this, you need to watch out for the KCB. I'll talk about this shortly. Yeah. All right. And very interestingly, again, Donald Trump's name is again on the front. Jeffrey Epstein on Trump. I know how dirty Donald Trump is, apparently. So this is the kind of article that you always see in US. You only can see in US, yeah. All right, the Asia stock market, they basically rose as they all expected the US government to have the shutdown to be ending soon, and truth be told, it has been done. All right, so we have all this for you guys in the morning session. Let's look at the market to be more straight to the point. Just give me a minute. Okay, something not moving on my side. Just hang on a while. Okay, it's done. That's right. Okay, so let's look at gold since we're on gold. Let's see this page right now. Okay, so first of all, a government shutdown ending, end of government shutdown is actually a little bit negative for gold, because gold was purchased on the worry that there will be continuation of the shutdown. So now the shutdown is over. definitely gold will take some profit, and that's why you saw gold coming down when the news came out. So there's something to take note of, yeah? Okay. All right, so you can see over here that the gold this morning opening price is 41.96. The MLP is 41.61. So by this definition, the market will be more towards the buy side than the sell side if it stays above OP. But the thing is this, we also notice that there's a four diamond here. All right, a four diamond. So by right, you should have a closing price drawn this way, and that will be your diamond line. So your diamond line today, what's the number? You take the closing of yesterday, and the number is one. Okay, the closing price of yesterday is 41.95. 41.95. 41.95. Okay, so 41.95 is the diamond line. Okay, 41.95 in the diamond line. So now gold is trading below the diamond line, so it's not a good sign. In fact, it's a negative sign. Now, because the candle is still yellow in color, you still cannot sell big. You can only sell small below the diamond line. Okay, this one understand, yeah? And because the KSI is green, the KCX is black, it makes it even harder to sell big. So you can only afford to sell small at this level right now. All understand this? If all understand, press number 2 right now, please, everyone. If you can understand this, press number 2. Now, it's very important for me to do this exercise every day as long as I'm available, because I don't want you to get into the wrong side of the market and then you just keep on buying and selling, not knowing what to do. So today we know that diamond line is at 41.95. So if we keep on buying, it's going against the diamond line, it's not going to be healthy. Yeah. So this is very, very important. You need to know when to stop. Yeah. Now, of course, end of the day, traders, you must understand that we are here to make money from the market. There's no love inside here. We just want to make money from the market, so we have to do it ourselves. Yeah. Okay, so that is the 5 minute, the diamond line. So let's just look down. If the market do come down, the market can break all the way to MLP, which I think it might be traded. Yeah, I believe that MLP might be traded over there. Okay, okay, I'm not too sure what is the conversion in Vietnamese. Maybe Tisha, can you just copy and paste what they write over here so that I can get an idea? All right, thank you. Okay, so there's a very interesting thing is that the pivot 2 and the KCB is kind of nearby. So which means that if the market do break down for whatever reason, right, there is a possibility to see gold coming back down to 41.27. Yeah. So although now it's at 41.84, to think that it go down to 41.81, 41.27, we think that it's too far away, but it is possible. In trading nowadays, everything is possible. Yeah. Especially now we have a diamond line. Now, of course, if the market breaks above the diamond line, would that be a good strong buy? Of course it is. If the market can break above the diamond line, oh, this will push the market up all the way to 42.46. All right. So watch out for it. 41.95 diamond line. If the market breaks, we can see it much higher. Okay. All right. So that is what for you for the day chart of gold. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. Okay. On Wi-Fi right now, my friend's home's Wi-Fi, so it's much better. Yeah, but then again, it seems to be limited. Once I enter Zoom and I do my chart, the whole thing gets very slow. Yeah. Okay, see, I'm having issue right now. I'm not able to push my chart properly. This is like hanged, so we need to wait for a while. Yeah, I think there's something that to do with this memory power. Yeah, something that happens. Okay, I'm still having some difficulty to. Let me see, am I on the right Wi-Fi? Yes, I am. Okay, just now was fine. Without the Zoom, it was doing fine. So now it's hang. Oh dear. Okay, so guys, we have to wait for a little while for it to let the data stream in, get itself moving, then I can adjust the axis. So while we are waiting for that to happen as well, right, traders, just kindly take note that I'm not advocating that you must sell big in the market because you're not supposed to sell big. The candle is still yellow, all right, and the market, the KSI and the day chart is still green, so you cannot do anything big. You can only do small today, yeah. Okay, I'm still having the same issue right now. I'm still not able to push the screen higher. Yeah, wait a minute, I just stop sharing. Maybe that'll help for a while to stop the memory. Okay. All right, guys, just hang on a little bit. I understand that you are waiting for it, so am I, but I can see my thing is not moving at all. Okay, this morning when I was on Wi-Fi, it was pretty good. So it seems that once the Zoom come in, it just hang. Okay. All right, we just try this for a few more moments. Hmm. Maybe from here, this experience, it tells me that next time maybe I will just have to, I can switch my screen like it is so easily. I must prepare day chart, 5 minute chart, then switch the panel. I think that will be better. Yeah, learn something here again, something new. Okay, guys, I still not able. Oh, okay, I managed to do a little bit more. Okay, now frustrating at the moment. I managed to shrink the screen a little bit easier for the eye. Just need one or two more movement, I'm done. Okay, I just swing the screen over first and let take a short look first. At least there's something to be done to discuss. I apologize for the Wi-Fi. Okay, so everyone take a look. Okay, so this morning we can see on the screen, sorry, I cannot adjust it further. The opening price was here, but there was no diamond. And then after that, it came down first. All right, the first wave of selling, I did a sell here. And then after that, when the price come down, I kind of realized that it stopped at the halfway between the KTR -1 and OP itself. So once it stopped there, I know that, oh, there's something wrong. And then after that, when I saw the diamond popping out here itself, I said, oh dear, so I know that you have to draw a diamond line, and once you draw a diamond line, immediately you know that the market's going to go up. So I quickly cut my short position and went long instead, right? And then after that, when it breaks OP, I added position. But same thing, once the market goes to OP plus 0.5, which is the halfway mark between the OP and the KTR +1, I realized that the market just stopped there. And when it just stopped there, I know that, this is going to be bad. So once the market turns red below the diamond line, that was where I cut my position again for the second time. And then I went short. And this time around, I did not wait for the KTR -1 to be traded. 1 point above the KTR plus -1, I booked my profit. So overall, I kind of make square for my today's trade. That means I don't lose. It's a square trade for today, which is like, okay, fine, because I have a decent win the last few days. It's very normal. And yesterday, we thought that the market is going to go doji, but the market didn't. In fact, it went up. So not too sure if today will be now because doji happens about 3 to 4 days in a month. And today is the 13th of November. All right, so maybe more or less by this week we should see another doji. It's about every week there's a doji in the market. All right, so I cannot switch my screen over to see the day chart, but I think you roughly understand where I'm coming from for the gold chart. Yeah, all clear? If all clear, press number 3 right now. I hope that we can get this done over it itself. Yeah. I think from today chart seem to be the shit. Okay. Let's look at the Dow Jones, shall we? A quick one. Okay, seemingly they have the fair share of issue of IT. Yeah. Hmm. I just realized that my window need me to update again. Usually one of the reason why things get so slow is because of such update that they want you to do. And once you do the update, your data is actually open and exposed as usual. Okay, guys, I am not able to really. Okay, maybe I can do it right now. Okay, here we go. Now, the Dow Jones, as you can see, is now trading at record high level by closing yesterday at the high. Okay, so now the question will be, all right, can we continue? Now the KSI is green, right? The boys are buying. So when the market was coming down, this was a classic elephant trade setup, right? The market coming down, but the KSI is green. So when the market reverse, it will go back to where it started. So again and again, this is why we know that the market will be going up, all right, on the classic trade signal. But the question will be, can it sustain? So today we have a very important level, 48,300, and this is going to be a very important level because it's very near the OP and very near MLP. So if the Dow Jones break below the pivot OP level, okay, it will be triggering the pivot 2, and then the first wave of selling will be MLP. Now, the thing is this, the reason why I say I'm very uncomfortable to hold on the Dow Jones on the buy side at this moment right now, because we are really at a very expensive level. The PE ratio is at 26, and the valuation for how the counters are really at crazy numbers. And of course, there's no reason for the market to be buying up because they buy the blue chips. So you can see that the last few days they've been buying blue chip across the board. They just buy any blue chip to just motivate the index higher. All right. So to me, how US running this ship right now is very simple. They know they're in a very big Ponzi movement. They need money to cover their current interest. So the best way is take the money to push the stock market higher so that the bank, the people will feel comfortable until the day whereby the stock market really start to come down at an alarming speed. Then where if everybody interests get affected, that is where things will usually change, right? So if you ask me itself, this is something that I need you to take note. Yeah, I'm still very uncomfortable to buy at this moment right now. Just my take, my personal take. Okay. All right, I cannot move around much on the screen. I just have to show you a little bit here and there, and then we'll end the session. I'll see you next time. Tomorrow, what should I do with this? Okay, so for Bitcoin, I already told you guys I'm very uncomfortable with Bitcoin, and I told you that Bitcoin will come down. And truth be told, Bitcoin came off. It's 101,000 right now. Now, of course, some will say, but Kel, isn't that the KSI is green? How come the price comes down? Now, remember, guys, you saw the Dow Jones, right? The market was coming down and the KSI was green. And then after that, the market really rebound. So would that be the same thing for Bitcoin? Well, it's possible if the Bitcoin can stabilize itself. It is possible to see going back to 109. But the thing is this, I like to stress this 108, sorry. Now, I want to say something very important is that if the Bitcoin do continue to go down and the KSI turns red, oh my God, the selling can be catastrophic, right? So I believe that if the selling do come in, we can see the market going down to as low as 94,000. So upside wise is 108, downside wise is 94. Okay, so how many of you think that it's going to go 108, or if you think that it's going to go to this what do you call 94? Let me know in the comment box which one do you pick, 108K or 94K for the Dow Jones. Please key your answer right now so we can get a bit interactive over here. Okay, I have one answer at the moment. How about the rest? Not too sure. Is it because I'm okay? Okay, so we have Samsung calling for 94, Jimmy calling at 108, Daryl 108, uh, my MEI, sorry, 108. Yeah. Okay, so we have a fair share of you guys calling for 108. Okay, for my personal take, now today is a doji directional day. This will be the decider. If the market chooses to stay above OP, then yes, 108 most likely might happen. But because MA30 and MA200 are heavily laden, pressing it down, if the market breaks below OP in the afternoon, I think the market can come down. So my personal take is that if break OP, and it might see 94,000 plus. Okay, so of course this is my personal take. I have not shorted the Bitcoin yet. I shorted yesterday, and I closed my position this morning. So now I will see it for again. If the market really warrants me to sell, I will just sell into the market. And of course, if you sell Bitcoin, it very makes sense to sell some Nasdaq. All right, that's how it works hand in hand. And that's why yesterday the Nasdaq came off quite a fair bit. Right, remember this yesterday the Nasdaq. So again, how I do my thing is that I put them all together so that we can learn and utilize the trade. I try to push in an asset for you before we end the session today. Yeah, just give me a minute. Now again, it's very tedious for me to push any market to a screen because of the internet thing. All right, trying to, you need like it's very timely to get it up. Okay. Yes, indeed. The Nasdaq yesterday came down all the way to 11,300. I mean, something wrong with the data. Hold on, the data is not coming in. Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. The Nasdaq, right, came down yesterday. All right. Then after that, there was a strong rebound at the back. So now we have a doji directional day for the Nasdaq, but very importantly, it's below pivot 2, but it's above OP right now, so you cannot activate the classic sell signal. So if the market do break below OP and stay below pivot 2, right, then there will be some selling in the market. Now we can see that it has stopped at MA30 already at 25428 this morning. It has stopped there and rebounded. That's why how powerful is MA30. Very powerful stuff. And once it hit the MA30, immediately it rebounded. So whether it's by coincidence of the news that come in or it's CRAZII is the one that able to tell you what to do. But now we know that 25,400 series is going to be a very important dynamic movement for this Nasdaq. And if it doesn't hold properly, the selling can be very, very bad, although there is some shooting point here for some support. But if you ask me after that, right, I think be very careful. If the Nasdaq do drop down to 24,000 flat, that will basically create a mayhem in the market. All right. So guys, that will be all for today's sharing. I'm so sorry for the internet. It's just not working as planned. I thought by coming to my friend's place, the Wi-Fi would be excellent, but it seems not to be. All right, the video will be out shortly. Take care and have a good day. Bye-bye.